Hey everyone, welcome back to Wixfix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create this really nice image swap on hover effect that you can do inside of Editor X with just a little bit of code. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is for this section right here, I want to make sure it fills up the entire screen. So I'm going to set it to 100 VH. Which basically means it's going to take up the entire height of the page on any device that we use it on. Now, if you're trying to build a smaller section, you can change this to be whatever you need it to be. But for today's video, that's what we are going to do. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and add an image. We're going to stretch it to the full section, and then we're going to change the image to something else. The next thing I want to do is just duplicate it. We're going to make sure that we stretch this one to the section as well. And we're going to change this image to something else. And then this one, we are going to change it to just another image. Perfect. Now what I want to do is go ahead and add another container on top. We're going to stretch this one as well. For this one, we're going to go into the design. We're going to make it like a black color, and we're going to lower it down to like maybe 70%. Maybe that's a little too much, maybe like 60, something like that. And then with this section, we're also going to apply a 3x1 grid to it, just like that. So now you'll be able to see these grid lines right here, which is exactly what we want. Now what I want to do is just go ahead and press add. We're going to add a container over here to this left column, and we're going to stretch it. We're going to remove the fill opacity. But we're going to add 1 pixel border to it, and we're going to make it white. Inside this little box, let's just go ahead and add a title. We'll send it to the bottom, just like this. We'll make the text white, and we'll just say image 1. So now let's go ahead and duplicate this. We'll put this in the second column. We'll stretch it, and then here we're going to say image 2. And we're going to do it one more time. We're going to move this one over here to this third column, stretch it, and we'll name this one image 3, just like that. So now we basically have everything that we need in order to actually make this work. And now we actually need to add a little bit of code. But as usual, I will have the code available on my website. So feel free to click the link in the description, or you can just follow along with this tutorial because it is pretty simple. To enable dev mode, all you have to do is come over here to dev mode, and you'll see a little blue button here that says turn on dev mode. And once you have that enabled, you should have access to this little code panel right here. Now, what we want to do is open up the layers panel, and we need to look at names of all of these elements. So we have box 2, 3, and 4, which is going to be the box 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to have images 1, 2, and 3. Just right there. So the first thing I want to do is grab image box number 2, or box number 2, I mean. And we're going to come over here to these event handlers, and we're going to say on mouse in. And we're just going to add this event to our page, or to our code panel. And we're just going to delete out all the comments for now. But what I want to do is just go ahead and grab image 1, and we're going to say .show. And basically what that's saying is when the user hovers over this left column, we want the first image to show, but we might want the other ones to disappear as well. So what we're going to do is press enter. We're going to do .then. And we're going to add 2 parentheses. Then we're going to do equals, greater than, and then curly brackets, just like that. And what we want to do is get the image 2. And we're going to say .hide. And we're just going to copy this line down. And instead of image 2, let's go ahead and do image 3. So basically what that's saying is when we hover over this section, it's going to show image 1 and it's going to hide the other images. So now what we need to do is select box number 2, or in code or it's currently titled box number 3. And we basically just need to repeat this step for this one. So we're going to add the event handler. We're going to delete the comments. And I'm just going to copy the internal guts of this function up here and just paste it down below. And instead of image 2 or image 1, we want image 2 to show. And then instead of hiding image 2, we want to hide image 1, just like that. Okay, perfect. And then now let's follow the same steps with box number 4, or the third column box. So we're going to come down to the event handlers. We're going to say mouse in, add that event to our code panel, delete the comments. We're going to paste in those guts of the function code, and we're going to show image 3, and we want to hide image 1, just like that. So now if we go ahead and press preview and we hover over each one of these, they're going to show different images. Now we can take this another step forward. If we go ahead and select this box over here to the left, come over to hover interactions, custom interactions. Then what we can do is grab this text right here. And let's just say we want to translate it up maybe like 50 pixels, something like that. So now if I go ahead and press preview, then we're going to have a really nice effect like this, where the image changes and also the text moves. So the user knows exactly what they're hovering on. So we'll go ahead and apply that effect to each one of these other boxes. Another thing that we can try to do is have the images fade when the users, hover over the different boxes. So in order to do that, what we want to do is come over here where we show the image, and right in between the parentheses for show, we can type in fade, just like that. And if we wanted to, we could also do that for the hide commands as well. So let's go ahead and do that for each one of these. And once you are done, we can go ahead and press preview. Now I will say from my experience is there is a bit of delay, which is why I prefer not doing this. But if I come over here, you're going to notice that the images are changing, but it's just slightly slower. Now, if you're going for that vibe, then this might work and it might seem really cool, but I almost prefer the immediate change of the image. But again, this just comes down to personal choice, so feel free to use it however you see fit. But that basically wraps it up for the video today. If you guys did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and consider subscribing for more Wix and Editor X content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I'll see you on the next one.